anything that we're sharing today is exactly what we're doing. Now, some of the strategies early on that has worked, one of my last videos was about house hacking. Now, we don't have to house hack anymore, but I wish I would have learned about that strategy when I was just starting out, because man, you can get a loan out there with such a low interest rate, low barrier of entry, and you're getting into a 3-unit and a 4-unit. And I think that's the way to go when it comes to house hacking, by the way, because if you got to live with somebody and they're not paying you, and you're just going to have a bad taste in your mouth about landlording and rentals in general and real estate in general. So I highly suggest you get a 3-unit and a 4-unit. And in my market, I'm in Ohio. I love the market here. I believe it's a tenant friendly, landlord friendly state, as they would say. But there also, there's a lot of, there's a whole bad thing in TikTok about being a landlord and we're taking advantage of tenants. Well, frankly, I'm a big believer in working with your residents. But we just don't like the entitlement mentality. So, I did a video, it might have offended somebody. It's just a kind of a joke, but also I'm a big believer in no free handouts, because I didn't get a handout. I'm a big believer in earning, what you keep. And a lot of people think that, we just sit on our, pardon French here, sit on our asses and don't do any work. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of work. It's training, it's finding ways to improve the business. And luckily I have a team now, but even now it still takes work. It takes going into the numbers and going into calls. We still review calls. But there's a lot of work to this. It's not easy. It's consistent hard work every single day. And sometimes your strategies don't work and you got to adjust. And, it is what it is. Some people I'm going to rub off the wrong way. And if some of you guys are listening to this and I rub you off the wrong way, then you don't have to be here. I'm not forcing anybody to get on my page. I'm speaking to the young entrepreneurs or people that want to have strategies in getting into houses, right? So if that's for you, stay on here, follow me, share this with your friends. Everything that I share with you, we do. And being on TikTok, I'm seeing a lot of now more opportunities to do some sponsorships. I'm getting all these DMs, and that's awesome, but every time I get a DM from a new company that wants us to sponsor them, I'm asking them, like, look, I need to see this product work. So everything that we promote, we promote PropStream. We use PropStream every day. We use Batch. Batch is that skip tracing service. We use Batch every day. And then we have Deal Machine, the Driving for Dollars app. We use it every day. I talk about doing Burr strategy behind me. It's how I became a millionaire. I'm sharing this with you because anybody can do this. And I didn't come from money. I didn't get any handouts. I didn't go to my parents for money. I earned all of this from hard work, consistency, and hanging in there. And yes, the people around me helped. Okay, so I have good friends. I have a good network that I leaned on. So, there's this whole stigma of being self-made. I'm a big believer that, you can do this pretty much without support from friends and family, financially. But being self-made, I think that it needs to be kind of reworded, because I'm not self-made. It took my network to help me out. My network, when it came to what tools and resources are working in their market. So I invest heavily in mastermind groups, and these are networking groups with other investors in real estate. And actually, there's a ton of people on here on this platform on TikTok that you can learn a lot from, and you're kind of in a mini mastermind if you follow them. So, I'm grateful for you guys. I want to do some Q&A here. It's amazing that I got to 205 followers, 1,000 followers, and I'm going to continue to make more videos. I want to get your guys' feedback on what you guys want to see. So I'm going to pay attention a lot more to the Q&A feature in here, and really try and break down as much info as possible. But now we have a YouTube channel that we can kind of do more of a deep dive. So definitely follow that YouTube channel. It's Dave and I. You're going to see a lot more videos of Dave and I in a more, skit style. I think you guys are going to be able to learn more. And a lot of the DMs that I've been getting is like, how do you talk to buyers? How do you talk to private lenders? How do you talk to, sellers? And so we're going to do that and do it more in skit format. So, and those are actually pretty fun. Get to dress up a little bit, as you saw Dave dress up as a grandma. So you should go follow him and send him some DMs and bust his chops a little bit. But we like doing it. Hey, thank you for sharing the live video, Juan. I'm going to go into some Q&A now. It's a Sunday. So I hope you guys are enjoying your day. We're getting ready to meet up with my wife's side of the family and bring our little daughter to meet her cousins and have a late lunch. Okay, so Ram Die, I'm good. How are you? Hello. Woot woot Burr. Hey, you guys got to go follow Two Guys Take on Real Estate. These guys are amazing. They have a really amazing story, and they've got a lot of good content too. So Matt and Kev, if you're still on here, thanks for the shout, and you guys are awesome, man. 777. Yep, that was the winning number. Brian, if you're on here, I'm going to be emailing you, sending you a text, and then emailing you the script. Where to attain funding without using our own money. Set up with LLC and accounts. So right behind me, when you're using private lenders, they are going to fund the buy and renovate side of the Burr strategy. Buy and renovate. So purchase and rehab, you can get that from private lenders. So private funding can come from really anybody in your network. I mean, it could be your doctor, your dentist, it could be your neighbor, it could be a family friend. We like using them because they are, you're solving the need, or you're giving them another vehicle where they can put their money and get a better interest rate than they would at the bank. Okay. Now, if you don't have those type of relationships in your network, you can go and find hard money lenders. And a lot of times hard money lenders will lend up to 80 to 90% of the whole deal. Okay. And that's the difference. But if you have some savings set up, then you can put down on that 10%, and then they'll put the 90% down, okay, on the purchase and rehab. And, if that is going to help you do a deal, then do it, right? Take the money and do it, because if you sit around and wait for a private lender to show up, because there's a lot more hard money lenders that are easily accessible than private lenders. And if you act fast enough, then you'll get the deal. Don't let that stop you, okay? Also, we have, by the way, Arkansas, we have a whole episode of this, longer episode with a coaching student on private lending. So go check that out on YouTube. It should be, I think the episode is labeled Private Lending Coaching Call, okay? Thank you for the follow, Jolene. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Arkansas using it in business account increases tax. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Cool. Opinion on affiliate marketing. I think it's a great way to, utilize the internet to make money. And we do affiliate marketing now when we promote PropStream, Deal Machine, and Batch. So, and we get a little bit of affiliate money throughout the month. So, I think it's great. You can definitely do it as a side hustle, and then eventually, as you get more traction, it could replace your job. So I'm in the Columbus, Ohio market. Go Bucks! Awesome, man. How do you protect downside risks? That's a good question. So how do we protect downside risks? Well, when we're underwriting on, Burr deals like this, we take a conservative approach when it comes to finding the ARV, after repair value. After repair value is what the property is worth when you're done fixing it up. So we take that amount, right, and then we times it by 70%, okay, because we want to have built-in equity in there, and then we minus the repairs. And then if we plan on not keeping the deal and we want to wholesale the deal, then we'll add our fee in it, because wholesaling is it's just a great way. We still do it today because we monetize everything that comes into our pipeline, okay? So if it's a deal that doesn't fit this strategy, area that we don't like, or maybe it's in an area where, it's just not an area that we like, or the DSCR is just, it just doesn't match up to our end goal, which is to refinance, we'll wholesale it. So how we mitigate risk is we underwrite very conservatively. And then also too, when we're looking at numbers on the ARVN and evaluating, same thing. We take a conservative approach. We're not looking at, maybe potentially, we're not padding numbers, right? And on top of that, we have systems already built in place to mitigate more risk. Tick Trend, his question is, can you talk about the hidden costs when it comes to buying houses? So, you got your closing costs. You're going to have any prorated taxes, and I'm speaking about Ohio, because I buy a lot in Ohio. You're going to have your prorated taxes that you got to figure into your cost. You have your cost of money. So if you're buying with a private lender, or you're buying maybe your private lender wants some points up front, paid at closing. Maybe your hard money lender wants that also. So there's that. And there's, I already talked about taxes, closing costs. If you're getting it from a realtor, right, you might have commissions in there. So those are just some of the costs that we run into. Do you let people intern with you or shadow you? We've had a couple interns throughout, I think it was 2018. They reached out to me, send me a DM. My DMs on Instagram are I get to them a lot faster. I get a ton of messages on TikTok, and so I got to actually go through them here today, and I'll answer. So sorry if there's a delay there, guys. What do you think to buy and close? I think buy close to Miami. Don't know a lot about Miami. I know one of the markets that if I were to invest in Florida, I'd invest in Jacksonville. We are looking for a vacation rental in Destin, and I like the area. And I know that there's gonna be good deals anywhere in Florida, really. In Miami, though, I just from what I hear, it's you're not gonna get as good of cap rates there. So if that's important to you, then I suggest going in more of a like an affordable housing price point in Florida. So what documents required before buying a house? So the documents, if you're using a loan, your loan docs, they're going to be probably asking for your W-2, your past taxes. They're going to run your credit, so for us to scale our business, we use private lenders, and private lenders, they don't really ask for that. They want to see your deal. Okay. They want to see what the rehab is going to cost, your exit strategy. And a lot of times, if it's your first, go around with them, they're going to check for references. So make sure that you have references. They're probably going to check out your website if you have one. So hard money lenders, they might ask for your, last 2 years of taxes. Okay. So that's what we've run into. Anyways, guys, I'm going to hang out here for another about 10 minutes or so, answer any questions about what it is that we do. If you saw a video that you needed more clarity on, I'm here to share with you. Check out that last video of mine. We have a third-party property management team that helps, with the rent collections and our residents and stuff like that, and turns. But we've been running into issues where scammers are, posing as owners of our rentals, and they are they're basically stealing money, so don't fall for this rental scam. Hopefully you don't have to run into stuff like this, but what they do is they contact, the scammers will contact our property management company, because we do the showings. We set up the showings virtually, but then we have a leasing agent do one-on-one face-to-face showings. So what happens is that they call in and they get the lockbox information. The initial showing is done over the phone. Then what they do is they use that lockbox code, and then they put a fake ad out in like Craigslist or like all these other sites, and they put our rental as like $200 to $300 cheaper, and they basically pose as the management company. Okay, and then they get these showings come in, and they prey on people that really want to take advantage of the discount, and they need to move quick. And so, you know, one thing that I've learned from this experience, because we actually had to, we found somebody living in one of our rentals, and you know, we had to pay him to leave, and you know, we told him like, hey, this is a illegal lease signed by somebody, and we tried to get the scammer, and we reported it to the police and all that, but never wire money, right? Never wire money, especially like Western Union, right? Some of the red flags to watch out for are when people say, hey, I'm not in town, right? I'm not in town, but go to the house and let me know if you like it, and keep the keys, right? Keeping the keys so that now you, or the person that they're going to take advantage of, has the keys, so that they're trying to like pre-close you. They don't care. They just want you to have the keys. So now if that other leasing agent, right, the one that works for the company, is trying to do the showing, now there's no keys. It's crazy. It's crazy. So take a look at that video. Let me know what you think. I mean, I'm trying to like, and share this with your friends that are actually looking for rentals, so that they don't get scammed. But anyways, we got to get ready to go here to do a late lunch. I appreciate you guys. There's more videos coming. Looks like we got some more questions. Here we go. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the present there. Appreciate you. All right. Sorry, I was getting ready to leave, and then boom, all these questions pop up. So, what's up? What's up, John? Hey, man, like your videos. Yeah, I saw that you were in, I think you were in Ohio or something. Most major cities have declining population. Cincinnati, slight increase. Columbus, big increase. Yeah, Ohio. We like Ohio. Actually, one of the people that I follow here on TikTok is saying that Ohio is not a good state to invest in. Hey, I've been investing in here since the downside of the market, the upside, which is I think now in the market, and I love it. Until they do something, radical with the landlord laws, I'm going to be here for a long time. Want to invest in Ohio? What city should I start with? Well, I like Columbus. I like Cincinnati. I like Dayton. Cleveland, we're getting ready to open that up. There's some cities in Cleveland, there's actually some municipalities that do point of sale, where what that means is that the city will go and inspect your rental before you can actually rent it out. So it's another, it's just another thing in your process that you have to add. But I know a lot of real estate investors in that city that are doing really well. John is saying stay away from Miami. John's actually in Miami, guys. You guys should follow him, and he's got some really good content. Bro, did you hear that Elon Musk, Neuralink, claims that they have the tech to make Jurassic Park? I did not know that. That is insane. If they do, we'll have dinosaurs running around. Where do you think you got your knowledge of real estate? A lot of it was online books and mentors, and then also taking action and implementing. That's how I learned. Is house hacking impossible in California? No, I mean, I don't think house hacking is impossible there. You just have to be in areas where your rents and your values are making sense, like, I mean, obviously the price points are different there, right? And California, $150,000 will get you a garage, right? So if it's in a higher price point, just make sure the rents are going to keep up. And if you find a little pocket in your town that where you can do it, then do it if you feel more comfortable. So remember, like, I like the triplex and the fourplex play because you can hire a property manager and not have to do a lot of face-to-face with your residents. You want to keep that private because, you know, my approach is I don't like being the owner in front of the people that I'm collecting rent from. Where did you start? So my story, I started here in Columbus, Ohio, and I had an online mentor, believe it or not, and he taught me the very basics of marketing to motivated sellers, how to talk to them, what script to use, how to get it in contract. I used this contract. And the most traction that I ever got was when I found somebody locally in my market. I approached this person and we did a deal in 90 days. The other person that I had online, it took a little longer to even just get something in contract. I think like 4 months. And I never really did sell a deal there because at that point in time, the market has shifted and I needed to talk to somebody locally who was knowledgeable about this market. That online coach is actually in Florida. And you know, it was a different market back then. Thank you for the present. Appreciate you. At what point did you know you wanted to get in real estate and what was your first step starting? So I got my start in wholesaling. I went to a Rich Dad, Poor Dad seminar. And I was completely open to, you know, all this, like, I was completely open to an opportunity. And when I sat there in that seminar, I saw somebody on stage. I'm like, I think I can do this. If this guy can do it, I can do it, right? So hopefully I'm inspiring you that you can get out there and make this thing happen. Because for the ones that stick this out and actually persist, you can easily retire in less than 5 years. Easy. I'm telling you, this is real. Like, this is possible. If I can do it, you can. I'm just letting you know, I'm nothing special. I'm just a hardworking first generation Filipino kid that read a good book and learned how to work on weaknesses. You know, big weakness of mine at one point was this, talking to you and putting myself out there and getting on the phone and, you know, unable to kind of like, I was just super nervous and shy at one point in my life. So I had to work through it, you know? And I knew that I could become successful in this because I had past accomplishments. So you lean on your past accomplishments, right? To give you confidence to move forward. Because we've all gone through some tough stuff. I mean, life hits us all. It's, you know, it might look like it's super easy because I'm explaining to you something in less than a minute. So I have to quickly cut out all the pain, the you know, the stuff that didn't work so that you can digest it pretty quickly. But in between all of that is like testing something, failing, you know, putting out a marketing campaign, fail. And then you adjust and then you tweak something and then you try it again and then it works. So I'm in New Jersey. Awesome. No problem. First time buyer here, just soaking everything up. Awesome. Best route to go. It depends on which route you want to take. So, you know, if you need to make some quick cash, consider doing wholesaling because that's the fastest way to get a paycheck in real estate. If you're under 18, consider trying the bird dogging method. Okay. Have you looked into the insurance like Burr has working? I think you're talking about Mr. Burr. Definitely follow that guy. He's got a good strategy of using like whole life insurance to do Burrs. And I'm actually in the process of setting mine up, and I'm gonna be doing videos about using my whole life insurance to do real estate deals. It's gonna be cool. So yeah, I like that strategy. Nobody does this. Why? I don't know. Great words. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, thank you, David. Thank you for that. I appreciate the present. What is going to happen at the end of June when people can be evicted? Well, I think, our approach with all of this is that we are still being proactive with our residents, communicating with them. I told my property manager that I want to work out payment plans. I don't want anybody evicted. If they cannot show us that they want to stay for the long term, then we will do what's called cash for keys, help them get into another property as long as they help us get our property back. And so I think that's the win-win. That's our approach. We always try to stay out of court, like out of eviction court, and try to work with our residents, because ultimately, guys, these are people too, right? And when they get hit hard with life and lose their jobs, that could be your grandma, that could be your uncle, all this stuff, family. So we help our residents get the available rental assistance programs that are out there. I did a video about this. If you Google rental assistance in your city, a ton of things are probably going to pop up. Take advantage of that. We help our residents take advantage of rental assistance. So our stance is working out payment programs, and if they just can't make it anymore, we'll do cash for keys. Any books you recommend? I have a ton of good books to recommend, guys. My very first book on rentals was this Section 8 Bible. And let me go grab it real quick. I'll show you what it is. It's beat up now, but you guys see it, the Section 8 Bible, okay? And it's an easy read. These two guys out of Pennsylvania basically show you how to manage Section 8 rentals. And when I was starting to buy rentals, they were in the more inner city type rentals. We did a lot of Section 8, and we still do. But Section 8 guide, or Section 8 Bible, it's a good book. I think it's still available on Amazon. That's a good book. Obviously, I talk about Rich Dad, Poor Dad, changed my whole mindset. But so did this book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. If you read this book at least once a year, I like to listen audio when I'm working out or running. There's always something new I pick up from that book. I'm telling you, and that's why we're creating, kind of letting a cat out of the bag, but we're creating a mastermind to help investors who want to do buy and hold exactly what we do. So, and it's all because we got the idea from this, because you are who you hang out with the most, right? So, and we also invest that, over, I think this year we'll probably invest close to $80,000 in mastermind groups. Man, you guys are awesome. Thanks for the presents and the fire and all that. I don't know how all that works, but definitely share this live with people, and share my videos with people if you think it'll help them. Appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. Do you have a step-by-step wholesale video on YouTube? I'm confused about the contract process. I don't, but I will DVD, definitely. Ask if you guys have any questions like that and you want to see something. Dave and I are happy to go over contracts, anything that you guys are struggling with. Okay, let me get another drink here. How many houses that you have? Units. We're at 141 now. We picked up a 6-unit in Cincinnati that I just looked at the numbers, and I think it's going to be a slam dunk. We bought it for $178 with private money, by the way. All the deals that we buy is with private money. There's a small majority of deals that will actually use our cash, and if we're going to use our cash, it's like in these accounts, like HSA account or like a self-directed IRA account. But we have as of last Friday, 141 units. Monthly cash flow, it's about 112, 112. Hey, what's happening? You're welcome, John. I was working with Columbus until COVID hit. Okay. Yeah, man, anything we can do, if you just hit me up on a DM. Let me know what you are doing here in Columbus, what kind of rentals. Maybe there's some that we're not going to buy that maybe fits your model. I'd love to do some deals with you. That would help. Thanks for the follow, guys. Appreciate you. Hey, man, I'm 17, 9K saved up. Want to get started in real estate. Where do I start? So, so save your money and do a little bit more education on maybe research the stuff that excites you. So, you know, if I was your age at 17, I want to make some money, right? So immediately I'd be saying, like, how can I get to my first paycheck in real estate? Wholesaling will probably show up in your Google research, or you go to biggerpockets.com, go to YouTube, and get some free videos, and you'll know that what it's about. So my wife is behind me. What's up? So so basically, if you like wholesaling, then start researching that. That's the fastest way that you can kind of get paid in real estate, in my opinion. You can even do bird dogging if you're 17, or you can partner with somebody that's 18. And there's a lot of free information now on how to wholesale. And we're actually going to be doing some base, A to Z. One of our followers wants to see an A to Z and how to do it. I try to explain it on TikTok. It's like a minute long, so there's some in betweens there, like explaining the contract. It might confuse somebody, but we're gonna do a longer video on YouTube. So definitely follow us on YouTube. Our channel is called The Cream Real Estate Investors, and the Cream, or CREAM, stands for Cash Flow, Real Estate, and Money. That's what when I say we, my business partner, Dave Payerchin, AKA Grandma D. Definitely go bust his balls about that one. I come from low income, want to buy houses, flip them, and rent. How do I? Hey, so I came from low income as well, so I understand. You want to buy houses and rent them and flip them? Well, you can certainly follow me here and on YouTube, because we're going to be giving out more content about that. But educate yourself, educate yourself on wholesaling, buying rentals. There's a strategy called house hacking that I recommend. I like house hacking on multiple units, so you don't have to actually live with the person you're house hacking with. Now, if you got good friends that you want to live with and you're cool with them, then you can do it on a house, right? But I like to treat my stuff like a business. So duplexes, triplexes, or fourplexes. I like the triplex and fourplex. That way you can if one of the units get vacant, the other units pay for it. Did a video about that.